Hello to everyone watching this series. Today we have Victor Cantore, who is the president and CEO of Amex Exploration. Amex is a gold exploration company in Canada, backed by top management with proven expertise in mining, geology, and financial markets. So we welcome Victor. Thank you so much, Victor, for being with us today.
Well, thank you for having me on here.
Thank you so much. So, Victor, before going into the depth about what the project is about and what are you guys working on, it would be so cool for all of our viewers that we have some kind of feeling of what Amex is all about, what the company is trying to achieve, and who are the real key assets, who are the team behind this Amex project.
Sure. Well, so Amex Exploration, it's an exploration company that has been around for many years. We've made a major discovery in the province of Quebec. It's a gold discovery. It's one of the better ones. I'll even talk about a little bit more about that later on. Now, when we're talking about the team, like we did assemble a team of company builders and experts, each one of them in their field, which they've all had tremendous success. Like an example is our chairman, Jacques Trottier. He's a mine builder. He's a mine finder. He has a PhD in economic geology. This is going to be the third mine for Jacques Trottier in his career. And you know what I like about working with the mine finders is that they just have something with them that they just repeat the success. Kelly Malcolm, he's our VP Exploration. We also brought in a consulting team that is specialized in Quebec, and great with the VMS and gold mineralization in the Abitibi. It's where we operate. We have another one, Pierre Carr. He's our Chief Operating Officer, and he successfully started and sold many companies, both on the TSX and the TSX Venture. And myself too. I've been involved in several successful deals. I've been involved in numerous financings, whether directly or indirectly. I was involved in more than $1.5 billion in funding through my career. And we've moved multiple projects forward. So, when you look at this, we've assembled a pretty strong technical and capital markets team that are, we're really focused on making Amex the next big success. And we want we really concentrate on all our shareholders, and we see there to create value for all our shareholders at Amex.
Perfect. So, Victor, it would be also very interesting for us that if you give us a walkthrough with the project itself, and recently there were some very good results which came out. So maybe if you shed some light on the project itself, where it is located, and what are the results which you guys were able to acquire.
Sure. So, like I said before, Amex has one of the best gold discoveries in the past decade in Quebec and arguably even in Canada. This is really a world-class, high-grade gold project. Such projects of this caliber are really rare and even rarer to find in countries like Canada. The geopolitical risk is not very high. Quebec is considered to be one of the top mining jurisdictions in the world. And this is really important when considering a project's viability.
Yeah.
Also, to get to the project, you could basically leave from Montreal and you can drive right to the project. It'll take you about 7 hours or so, and it takes you right to the project. And that's very important because it's not just being able to drive there. It's an old mining town. So basically you have all the infrastructure. That's in place.
Yeah.
There's roads to get there. There's highways to get there. You've got the water. You've got electricity. There's cellular communication on site. That to us is really important. The other thing is that we have one of the largest drill programs. That was really the nature of our success. We undertook a 300,000 meter drilling program. It's one of the largest in Canada being operated right now. And there's different styles of mineralization on there too. We have a really high-grade orogenic gold shoot. We've tested it all the way down to 1.3 kilometers. What you also have is just beside it, there's a what we call Denise. It's mostly disseminated, but we're looking at a larger, lower grade. But if you mine this thing one day and you integrate at an open pit in the first 200 to 300 meters, that could potentially be a very high grade pit when you look at that. You'd be combining some of the low grade along with the high grade from that gold shoe. It could be very reasonable. Our long-term plan is really to build a sizable and economic resource on the property. We're looking at launching at the end, once this 300,000 meter program is finished. We're looking at launching a resource calculation and along with an economic study both at the same time. Hopefully, we'll be able to deliver it sometime in the first half of 2022. That's what projected right now. Yeah, that's really most of our goals here. That we're looking for.
Perfect. No, thank you so much for giving us like an overview of the short term and the long term plan, because this would have been my second question, that because many viewers would be also interested to know more about like how the company is evolving and how the teams are coming forward. But so I think you laid down a very good analysis for us. So if I put you in a hypothetical scenario, let's say that you are an investor, you are a person watching these video series here in Europe or
Yep.
Germany, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and having not much acquaintance with mining exploration, how
Yes.
would you perceive Amex? What would be the KPIs which you will use to analyze the company, the stock, and what would be your way to say, okay, this is a good company, this is a company I want to get acquainted with?